Hello everyone, Rokimakshin here, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV. In the last episode, we were continuing on with the main story, rescuing a Lalafell royalty noble person. And we met an incredibly hot man. And in this episode, we're going to be doing more of the main story. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of guarantee, which I owe the owner a few coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I've purchased the Royal Plantations, plantations of prodigiously plump pumpkins. A particularly popular piece of produce. My god, that was a lot of peas. Alas, I cannot part with this to procure and proffer the pumpkins. You see, the schedule of shipment from the Nanawa mines for which I wait is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin, my steed, and see to the safety to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt to purchase to Gargel at the Royal Plantation, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. My god, my ability to speak is terrible. But that is nothing new at all. Oh, well, we're close enough to a fate for the fate system to act. For me to get a thing on the fate system. Is there anybody tackling this fate over here? There's that person over there, but... Oh yeah, there is. Well, let me run up there and get in a little bit of experience. We got ourselves a couple people here. I'm trying to save you, buddy. Oh, hey, we did it. Alright, so I'll go into more details about Fates later. But yeah. We did it, woo! Fates are actually a really good way to get a little bit of experience, actually. Not just some, but... It's a very good thing to make use of. And it's also a lot of fun, too. Just running around doing fates. If the soda doesn't come calling soon, the spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Oh, so you're to deliver the decadent delight. My god, what is up with all this alliteration? I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Here is the pumpkin. I hope it meets Rago's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such, we always deluge with demand. You know the way to Coffer and Coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for the place where local Labrador lounge. Alright, well, let's go. Alright, so to explain fates, while we're on our way, fates are just these little, like, mini things where, like, depending on the icon, so this icon here is a boss fate. You'll pretty much just be fighting one target, and taking it out with relative difficulty depending on the boss and the amount of resources that you need to spend. Then there are just fates where you have to kill a certain number of monsters. simple enough. You can really solo those ones. And then there are fates where you have to defeat monsters to get resources to bring to a person. And that is fairly easy enough. Fates themselves are not too difficult, but there are some raid boss fates, and we'll be showing that off one day. Not any day soon, though. It's going to be a long time before we even tackle that. I haven't even done all the raid boss fates, and even then, for the few that I have done, I have cheesed them with a class in the far future. So here we are in Coffer and Coffin, and the fate up there triggered while I'm standing down here. That is actually funny. Drink for you, laddie, or you won't get better arrow spurt far your coin than me place. My god. What's this? We Cecil asked ye to bring this to me. Ha! Even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is far the time I carried his drink-sodding ass back home. But hell's an honest-to-God pumpkin from the loyal plantation. I can't wait to see what the cooks do with her. My god, this way of speaking is terrible. The lads here scarf down beastly amounts of meat and are starting to tell their health. It'll be good to get the vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for your help, laddie. Ooh. So, at level 10, we unlock our Oath Gauge, as well as Shield Bash, although we can't use Shield Bash because we don't have a shield. Hey, the fate is complete. And I did nothing. Woo. So I'll be going over those skills in due time. But we also get a new Gladiator quest, but we'll take care of that in a moment as well. So let's accept the next quest. Word is Brackbush Station sorely undermanned. The stone torch there can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers in short-term assignments or two. If you put fancies 2 extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. So let's head up to here. That person looks like they're taking care of their hunting log. Now I'm pretty sure this is what I was thinking. Looking for work? Perchance if do so, come at a better time. We Stone Torches are self-short hires by Amanjin and Sons mineral concerns to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep track of clear pests, and it is to this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, this is messy work and liable to get messier if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience if I send an ill-equipped adventurer to an utmost demise. See to it that your arms and armor are on order, and when you're ready, present yourself again to me. So, we have to make sure that our gear is up to his understanding. So, let's see here. We've got... let's sell these. Now we are going to swap out the friendship circlet, but we only need really 4 pieces. So we're gonna get the cheap stuff too. We're not gonna worry about getting anything too expensive. Mostly because we really don't have the gil for it right now. Later on, though, we will be getting some nicer stuff. And you know what? We got some extra gil to spend. Let's get a belt as well. So now if we go to recommended gear, looking a little bit more snazzier. And we can talk to Warren. So you're ready for inspection? Good, everything's up to order. Yet now that naught is guaranteed in the world, fate is a fickle mistress, after all. At any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between. I would not have you throw your life away. I would have to bury many comrades who brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dents in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. Very much so. We'll take this, and we'll upgrade it immediately. Looking a little bit better. And let's put back on the friendship circlet, because I would rather have the extra experience than the extra defense. So let's talk to Warren again. Out of house and home. Let's get to it then, shall we? Wagons pass through the station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through the tunnel of Fasek's Watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, created ideal conditions for Corbland nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in the tunnel we dig, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the Corbland hide. Use the silver cluster to lure the creatures out and slay them. So this is going to be our introduction to key items, although we really used key items a little bit already. So, going into the new skills that we just got on my way over, we have Iron Will and Shield Bash. Now we can't make use of Shield Bash right now because we do not have a shield. However, Iron Will is something that we will be making very, very good use of in the future. This is known as my tank stance. And while I have Iron Will active, while this little icon is lit up, the aggro that I generate from enemies is massively increased. So, for right now, Iron Will really does not have a use. But, later on, in a few episodes or so, whenever we actually do get to the big meat of Final Fantasy XIV, Iron Will is pretty much just going to be the best thing ever. But it's pretty much like, you turn on your tank stance, and you never turn it off. Like, you never have to turn it off. If you turn it off, you're doing something wrong, or you're doing high-level content. That is pretty much the gist of Iron Will, is you pretty much, in dungeons, you turn it on, you never turn it off. In boss fights, depending on the situation, there are 8-man fights. You'll have another tank with you. One of you is really going to be the main tank. Depending on who the main tank is, will depend on who has their tank stance on. That's pretty much the gist of tanking, but I'll be going into more detail much later, as tanking is only the start, as just having your tank stance on is only the start of it. Trust me. Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of Cartlands, but our wagon should be able to get through. Should be able to go unmolested for the time. Disruptions in ore shipments threaten. I just gotta tell. Disruptions in ore shipments threaten not only the interest of Amansh's and Sons' mineral concerns, but of Ul'dah herself. One might liken these train tracks to vein that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more men like you to lend a hand. Well, let's grab our sword. And complete. And level 12. Not bad at all. So, and we got Low Blow. Low Blow is not the most useful skill, but is nice to have early on. Now, let us go and equip that sword. Nice look, nice, better sword, not bad, not bad. And we got time to continue on with the story a little bit more. Way down the hill. Now, the levels are starting to catch up just a wee bit, but we still got a couple levels over, so we should be fine for the time being. Ah, the untranced adventure. I was hoping to bump it into each other. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it there's a vast, untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Saudai. But that's not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of his existence. And even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw, of all places, is moving in to claim it. The fellow's name is Weisting, and he's a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the Sarkanum. Of course, the Thaumaturs only consider the opinions of the most wealthy, when drafting the laws of Ul'dah. If you would have your voice heard, you would prepare to pay the Sultan's ransom. One voice which is invaluable, heard belongs to Lord Lorlento. He has long lavished gil upon the Thaumaturs, and some claims that he has deceived new laws with the express intention of ruining his compositors while protecting his own interests. Suffice to say, the Wenton thinks that he can complete what he likes in the Syndicate. He's in for a rude awakening, but the eventuality may yet be little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I'm told he's at Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet with Weinstein and volunteer for his expedition. Alrighty. Trying to get in some intel, I guess. Either that or just trying to get in some coin. But we got some hammer beaks right here that we can quickly take care of for our hunting log. Simple enough. And our damage is also going up too, which is quite nice. As you do get better gear, your damage does shine better, as it would make sense. Hunting beaks down, not bad, not bad. Alrighty. Weinstein. Come to join? Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it isn't easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else I can do for you. There's these children outside. Little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I have time to spare, and so they've taken to following me around, even when I tell them not to. But we're overseeing the search in the vein. I barely have had a chance to visit the Privity at the moment, much less entertain young'uns. Can you give these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? Yeah, sure. I ain't going nowhere, mister. I'm too hungry to move. Besides, you'll have to carry me. Oh, cookie? Well, if Winston really wants me to go home, then alright. But I want 2 next time. But Winston plays with us. Why won't he come play with us? Wow, a ginger cookie. I better save some for my brother. I know. I'll go home and eat it with him. Winston's kind to us. I like him. This is for me. I want to eat it, but then again, I don't. Because then it'd be gone. Tell Winston thanks, and tell him I'm sorry for getting in the way. I like playing with Winston. He makes sure no one bullies us. Winston's worried about us. Oh, I don't want him to make him worry. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Even never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it. But no shortage of competent from the great and good. I remember thinking things could only get better, and yet after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gate like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're calling out for, and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris, they've grown compliant, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we'll take it, adventurer. We will reclaim our dignity, and with it, our place within those walls. We found it! We found the vein, Winston! Come and see. Already? Amazing! We leave at once. You should join in, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Yeah, sure. Well, this fate's going on. But I'm going to leave it. You guys have fun. I've got a mean story to tackle. Right down this way. Not bad, not bad. Oh, and it's going to be an instance quest by the looks of it, too. Alrighty. There's also some enemies down here that we can tackle for hunting logs. But we'll tackle that after the instance quest. Ooh, level 13. It's gonna be a little bit of a challenge. Thall's balls, son. A vein of ore in the middle of a ruined bloody city. Goddamn idiot. What did you think was gonna happen? That you strike rich and get cozy with the Order, while the masters of Ul'dah look on? No one crosses the Syndicate. the Syndicate? Finally sunk in, has it? Well, look who it is. Well, look at this. Not all your friends deserted you, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. O mournful voice of creation, grant the humble stone of a soul, and it may wake to life. Who's that spouting gibberish? Show yourself! Oh, Lord. This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells! Did Lord Leto mean to kill us too? Let's go. No, let's turn on our dance dance. Let's go, Clay Golem. Now, low blow. It's just a skill that you can use to stun an enemy. It is actually quite useful to be able to make use of low blow. Make sure that you're also popping Rampart. You are strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Make sure that you're making use of Rampart and Fight or Flight if you're playing the Gladiator class. Make sure that you are not standing in those orange areas. Those AoEs can do a lot of damage, but this fight is not that bad if you're just making use of being able to move around. Impossible. Never seen Golem so sorely tested. Fairly simple fight, so long as you're dodging about. That the Golem could be vanquished. That man is no ordinary adventurer. Thancred. Damn, it seems I missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. Oh, God. Headaches. I would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Ul'dah herself could not rival your beauty. Thancred getting the ladies. Oh, stop it. And I have heard it said that the blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I've never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. I heard they attacked another caravan. Aye, and business is suffering for it, bloody Amanja. What stirred 'em up to do, you reckon? Another raid. And I wager that caravan was carrying crystals, much like the last. If this truly means to summon a primal, we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? You wouldn't want to keep a girl waiting, would you? Perish the thought! So tell me, where in this marvel city might you lovely ladies be staying? Ladies' man. At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold. A result of uncommonly bad harvest, to be sure. And I think we have to thank for them, do we not? Aye, this weakening in the etheric flow must surely be linked to the Dolman's descent. And of course, to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose sight. Leosox will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Truly a marvel, Shallan ingenuity. As if I could reach out and touch the aether. What are you planning, Thancred? Time to focus. No more gallivanting about it like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. This disturbance is recent. The Solentry. Maybe Papashin will know something of it. Papashan. One too many. Again. Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. I was too late. Our person of interest has already quit the scene. The General? Very well. I shall be there soon. My colleagues went to great length to provide me the means to detect aether disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might be simpler to just follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolento. I hear the Blades mentioned him before they fled. Believe me when I tell you that he's not the man to be trifled with. The Sultan's enemy grow bolder by the day. Ha! I suspect they will have to support the outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards surely would have slaughtered us all. I'd speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me in Coffer and Coffin later. Until then, stay safe. Of course. I shall accompany Winston and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. But where are my manners? I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of aether in Thanalan. And it is an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when we next meet, it's under auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Ah, wait a moment. It only occurs to me why we may have... Never mind. Fare thee well. Alrighty then. And with that, we'll be reporting to Winston next episode. So next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV, we'll be reporting to Winston and seeing what else we can tackle, depending on things going on. So, see you guys next time. Have a good one, all.